Hi, Jake with Diode Dynamics. Today we're going to be reviewing the installation procedures for our LED light bar kit for the 2016 and up Toyota Tacoma. This kit utilizes steel powder-coated brackets to mount our 30-inch stage series light bar using factory mounting points, requiring no modification of your Tacoma whatsoever. This kit can be installed at home in your garage using basic hand tools and provides your Tacoma with far more nighttime visibility while retaining a clean OEM look. Let's get started. Removing the grill to install the light bar is a super easy process. We're just going to take out 2 bolts using a 10mm socket from the top here, and then on either side there's a plastic rivet that will pop out using a flathead screwdriver or a trim removal tool. With your hardware out of the way, go ahead and release the tabs from the top, and then you should be able to just pull straight back and the grill will release as one. Now in this particular Tacoma, the owner has previously installed a 30-inch light bar using generic brackets, which unfortunately for this truck and for many other people wanting to use generic brackets meant drilling into the truck itself. So we're going to go ahead and remove the bolts holding in this 30-inch light bar and then install our application-specific brackets, which again will not require any drilling or cutting of the body or mounting points. We'll actually be using factory-installed bolts and our brackets will bolt right up to them. With the hardware for the old light bar removed, you can see here on this basically brand new Tacoma body, we've got these 2 leftover bolt holes as well as some paint marks. This was actually a fairly clean installation for generic bracketry. We've seen a lot more damage done by generic brackets. This is what we're looking to avoid, especially on newer trucks, newer vehicles. And this is the reason a lot of owners actually avoid putting on auxiliary lighting, even though it's one of the most functional modifications you can make. So with our application-specific brackets, we're going to avoid all this. And if you were to remove our brackets later on, you actually wouldn't be able to tell that there was a light bar ever installed. So when it comes to things like trade-in or resale value, application-specific brackets simply can't be beat. All right, with that old light bar out of the way, we can now get started removing the 2 bolts from the crash bar support that we're going to use to mount our stage series light bar bracket. We'll start on the left side by removing 2 outside crash bar bolts using a 14mm socket. You'll repeat this same process on the right side. Now if you're going to leave these plastic shields in, you'll simply drop your light bar bracket down, pull back just slightly on the shield, and just insert and twist, and it should line up pretty easily. Now for the time being, we're going to go ahead and leave those alone. We're not going to tighten them down quite yet. Now we're going to mock up our light bar onto the brackets. We'll secure the bolts by hand on the light bar first. Then, once our alignment looks good, we can tighten it down with a 10mm box wrench. Now this is probably the most difficult part of the installation, as getting in there with your box wrench with the plastic in place is pretty difficult and might take some time. But once that's secure, you're only a couple steps away from being done. You're gonna have to push this black plastic back and away a little bit to get your box wrench in there. And again, it's gonna be tight, so be patient. And once you get a grip on the bolt itself, you're just going to use small motions to tighten it. Now repeat this process on the other side. Once it's secure, we'll move on to securing our brackets onto the crash bar mount. Now the easiest way to do this is to actually reach your hand down between the shroud and the back of the headlight. You'll be able to reach down, feel the 2 crash bar bolts, tighten those nuts on initially using your hands, and then use your 14mm socket to tighten them down. You shouldn't have any problem reaching the bolts through the access point. If it's a challenge, you can gain access to them through the wheel well. Repeat this process on the other side to complete the installation of your light bar brackets. With your brackets secure, you can go ahead and run your wiring for your light bar, test it for function, reinstall your grill, and your installation is complete. With your new 30-inch stage series light bar installed, you'll enjoy seriously upgraded nighttime visibility while retaining that great clean look of the new Toyota Tacoma. For more information on this product, visit diodedynamics.com or use the dealer locator tool to find a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.